Hello. My name is Ellie. Today is day 23 of voice training, voice feminization. I'm doing a 90-day challenge where I am working on my voice from going to male to female. Today is what I say, day 23. We're just going to jump into things. This week, we are continuing with learning about resonance. And I want to watch a little video and we'll do some practicing and some exercises. So let's get in.
Resonance is where the true magic happens in singing. So, if you want a voice that's a lot more interesting, you're going to discover some new things in today's singing resonance exercises. So, you better get your notebooks out because this is going to be intense and it just might blow your mind. Welcome back to another edition of Victoria's Vocal.
Who is she? Oh my god, I love her. She is. She's so much. Why is she so much?
Tips, 32 years of teaching voice, 44 years of studying voice, all different styles. My students have ranged from ultra beginners all the way through advanced touring professionals, voice teachers, choral directors, and competition winners. I always give you serious vocal technique made simple and fun. Resonance amplifies, enriches, intensifies, and enlarges the voice. You know how you love how you sound in the bathroom when you hear your voice bouncing off the walls? Well, my friends, the same thing can happen with resonance. You do this.
Oh my god, she is hilarious. I love her. She's fast and throws it out there. I love that. Okay, we're subscribing. I love this.
By adjusting the size and shape of your mouth area, your throat, your soft palate in the back of the throat, and to some degree, your nasal cavity. Now, this is a big topic, so for more details, make sure to see my playlist on resonance. Today, we're going to do 5 important and fascinating exercises. You're about to experience how adjusting the size and shape of your vocal tract changes your sound right on the spot. I'm going to do a lot of adjustments in my own voice. After this video, I want you to go back and watch the whole thing and try it in your voice. Exercise 1, our mouth. We're going to discover what different positions of the mouth will do for the sound. So first we're going to start with our vertical oval mouth shape. Now we're going to go from vertical oval to wide. You see the difference? I didn't change anything except my mouth. The vertical oval.
I feel like that was very subtle, but there was change. Okay. Huh. Okay.
Little darker and fuller, but still balanced. Wider was brighter. Depends what kind of sound you want. Now listen, I'm going to go from vertical oval to narrow. It even changes the vowel slightly. For more detail, see my videos on the mouth position or embouchure. Second exercise, our lips. I'm going to sing ah with just neutral lip position. Now what about lazy lips? You see it dulls the sound. Versus neutral. Lazy. Neutral. Now I'm going to go from neutral to slightly protruded lips and listen what happens. Listen again. I say it gathers the sound. It makes it more intense. Again, depends what kind of sound you want. Now notice I said slightly protruded. I didn't do fish lips. That tends to make people tight. I hope you're paying attention here because this information is golden and can change your life as a singer. Exercise 3.
Now, I know I'm not a singer. Don't want to be a singer, but I feel like a lot of these videos on resonance and pitch there's a lot on singing, and I think the principles both apply to singing and speaking. So I do want to throw in some singing videos, even though we're not trying to become a singer. But um, yeah.
Jaw. What happens with the different jaw positions? Here's neutral. Uh-oh, but I'm going to go forward. You see, this is why I preach no forward jaw. It makes the sound tight. Even in my neutral position of the jaw, I am slightly underslung. So remember, we never want the jaw to come forward. But if I bring the jaw too far back, we get this. You see, oh, that's totally distorted. Okay, what about degrees of dropping the jaw? Here's clenched. I'm going to go from see, we don't sing between our teeth. Look what happens if I overdrop or over open the jaw. And some of you do that. You drop the jaw too much. And all that does is muddies up and diffuses the tone. So I want you to go back and watch this video later and do these exercises in your own voice. You're going to discover a lot. Fourth exercise, our tongue position. You know, the tongue is one of the strongest muscles in the body and is often the culprit in vocal tension. So let's discuss the home base first for the tongue. Tip of the tongue behind your bottom front teeth, or on the gum slightly below, because people's tongues are different sizes. Here's ah with me resting the tongue in the bed of my mouth, just allowing it to rest. Ah. Now, what if I raise the back of my tongue? This is really interesting. Listen. Ah, ah. Oh, nasal. But what happens if I push my tongue down like this? See, that's too dark. I call that swallowed. And that is not a good habit because it puts direct pressure on your larynx. So we never...
Cracked windshield? Get it fixed now and pay later at safelight.com.
Safe life replace, safe life replace. Okay, so this is interesting. I know that I do want to continue playing with my voice and throwing it around. A lot of this seems so subtle, so subtle. I don't know if y'all are catching it a lot easier than I am, but it's subtle nuances. It's interesting.
Down. Finally, we come to exercise 5, our soft palate in the back of the throat. What difference do you hear as I change the position? So this is neutral, like I'm just talking to you. Now, I'm going to arch the soft palate if I want a little loftier sound, so more yawn in the back of the throat. So I'm going to start with neutral. Now, what about a lower soft palate? I'm going to start with neutral again. Oh, nasal again. A certain degree of nasality is fine in certain styles, but that should be a choice and not your default. I teach my students to sing with their full-bodied tone, with full color that's available to them, and then they can adjust for whatever style they want. And some people think this is just for classical, but nothing can be further from the truth. If I want to sing with a big cavernous space like a big cathedral, that's my choice, or else I can sing with a lot of edge. I put a spell on you. You can create different moods with your voice. So when people say their voice is boring or they don't like their voice, I always say it's because you have not yet mastered your resonance. And this doesn't happen overnight. This takes training. You see how these different shapes totally changes the vocal color and mood, and it also affects the position of your larynx. What about this? You're mean to me.
Oh, yeah, I love that. I want that, so that's so good.
Why must you be mean to me? Or going out of my head over you. Or lascia ch'io pianga, let me weep. Lascia ch'io pianga. a joyful song like The Sound of Music. The hills are alive with the sound of music. You master your resonance with vocal exercises, and I highly recommend my audio exercise training program, Victoria's vocal exercise program. I have a section on resonance, on vocal colors, and on different vocal styles. The program is super affordable for all different voice types.
Huh, okay. And there's one more video I want to check out.
The size of your vocal tract. If you want to change the gender presentation of your voice, whether you're masculinizing or feminizing, you want to learn to manipulate your throat space, basically. And the way to do that is not to think about what muscles are engaging or feel it out. The way to do that is to listen to the sounds and let the sounds guide you. So the first step to that is ear training, because you got to hear what the thing is first. So listen to me demonstrate these sound quality shifts and watch my hands. Basically, I'm going to start with my resonance. This hand is going to be resonance here, and we're going to pick a pitch. La, and now we're speaking at that pitch. And watch this hand. This hand is pitch, right? La, and this hand is resonance. La, now we're going to change the pitch and just the pitch. La, 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 la. Great, cool. Now we're going to change the resonance and not the pitch. La, la. This is like my baseline throat size resonance. La. Now we're going to change the pitch and keep throat size the same. Throat size going to be right here. La, 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 la. And now we're going to get the throat size even bigger. La, 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 hello, hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you're wanting to feminize basically, and you're here, la, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're here, then you can change your resonance. La, hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you're starting here and you want to masculinize, what you want to do is you want to change your resonance.
What? She sounds so good. Oh my god. Oh my god. I want to. How? What? My mind is blown. Like, I'm nowhere near this skill. And she's killing it. That's so good. That is crazy. Wow. How does she do that?
Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm also doing some things with vocal weight there, and that's a different video. But basically, learning to hear the throat size changes in this context is the most important thing to do when you're starting, because if you're practicing and you get a good sound, you're not going to know it if you haven't done the ear training. So hearing that this voice is big, this is a low resonance, and this voice is like middling mask, and then this voice is smaller or femme, learning to hear these shifts and differentiating resonance shift, la, 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 is different than la. Learning.
You can see her move her mouth and changing the shape of the vocal tract. That's so cool.
Then la.
Wow.
Learning to hear the difference between the pitch change and the resonance change is super important when you are first learning. So
that's crazy. Wow. That's so cool. Okay. So, I guess we are already 15 minutes in. Let's do some practice. Wow, how did you do that? So we need to work on our ear training. So, all right, let's get into this. Yeah, let's do some stretching. Stretch it out. Ugh. Yeah, that was crazy. She did that almost like so easy. It didn't even Wow. Okay. So I guess we could play with that today. So la la la. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at paying for voice lessons in the future. Um, yeah, probably after the 90-day challenge and getting a one-on-one back and forth feedback. I think that would be very very important or vital to learning um, at a faster pace. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So pitch and then the vocal tract. So let's try that. Let's try that. We'll play with that today. La, 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 la. And then opening up the vocal tract. La, 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 la. Trying to like move my throat around and like close things and hmm, yeah. If it's not clear, I don't know what I'm doing. But we're just playing. We're just having fun. So la 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 la. I feel like that was more pitch, wasn't it? La, lo, la, 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 la. Hmm. Hmm. Let me try to find that buzz. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, hello, 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 hello. I don't know. Makes me want to like perch or like squeeze my lips a little bit, closing that vocal tract. Hello, hello. Blah, blah, blah. Ah, hello. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. La, 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 la. Hello, 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 hello. How are you? Hello, hello. How are you? Hello, hello. Hello, hello. How are you? Hello. Today is day 23. How are you? Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Yeah, it does feel like the back of my throat. I'm opening it more. Hello, hello. How are you? Hello, hello. And it's like I'm bringing like the back of my throat up. I'm kind of like closing it almost, making it smaller. I don't know if that's a normal feeling. Hello, hello. How are you? Hello, hello. Hello. Me, me, me. Me, me, me. Me, me, me. Me, me, me. Me, me. Me, me, me. Me. Hello, hello. Hello. Yeah. Okay. Hello. Hello. Mm, La. That's pitch. La. 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 Hello, hello. Yeah, okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Today was not organized very well, but alright, ugh, that'll be it for today. Um, yeah. Tomorrow, either tomorrow or Sunday, I'll do that 2-hour resonance study session. But, yeah. Alright. I will see y'all tomorrow.